Imagine the thunderous roar of a digital storm brewing in the heart of October 2025, where Bitcoin, the indomitable pioneer of cryptocurrency, shatters through resistance levels like a phoenix bursting from ashes, climbing past $110,000 with a ferocity that echoes the wild bull runs of yesteryears, while altcoins, those once-dormant underdogs, stir from their slumber, their prices flickering to life like stars igniting in a midnight sky. And the crypto community whispers in hushed awe, is Uptober making its triumphant comeback? A question that hangs heavy with anticipation, promise, and the raw emotion of fortunes won and lost. To grasp the magnitude of this moment, we must rewind the clock to the chaotic cradle of its birth, back to the fateful year of 2008, when the global financial system teetered on the brink of collapse, banks crumbling under the weight of their own greed, governments bailing out the titans of Wall Street with trillions in taxpayer dollars, leaving ordinary people, families evicted from homes, dreams shattered like fragile glass. To bear the brunt of a crisis, engineered by the very institutions meant to protect them. It was in this maelstrom of betrayal and despair that a shadowy figure known only as Satoshi Nakamoto emerged from the digital ether, publishing a white paper on October 31, 2008, titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, a 9-page manifesto that would ignite a revolution, proposing a decentralized currency free from the clutches of central banks and governments, powered by blockchain technology, a ledger so immutable, so transparent, that it promised to restore trust in a world where trust had been obliterated. Satoshi's words were not mere code, but a clarion call, evoking the pain of the subprime mortgage meltdown, the Lehman Brothers fall, and the ensuing Great Recession, where millions lost jobs, savings evaporated, and faith in fiat money eroded like sandcastles against relentless waves. Emotionally charged, this document wasn't just technical jargon. It was a beacon of hope for the disenfranchised, a digital declaration of independence declaring war on financial tyranny. And as the world grappled with economic Armageddon, Satoshi mined the Genesis block on January 3, 2009, embedding a headline from the Times newspaper. Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks, a poignant timestamp immortalizing the system's flaws. In those early days, Bitcoin was a whisper in the wilderness, valued at mere fractions of a cent, mined on humble laptops by a handful of cypherpunks and libertarians who saw in it the seeds of liberty, their hearts pounding with the thrill of pioneering something unprecedented, yet fraught with uncertainty. Would this experiment fizzle like so many tech fads before it, or would it reshape the fabric of society? The first transaction came in January 2009, when Satoshi sent 10 BTC to Hal Finney, a developer whose enthusiasm masked his battle with ALS, a disease that would claim his life, but not before he proclaimed Bitcoin's potential to change the world. His words laced with the emotion of a man racing against time. Then, on May 22, 2010, came the infamous Bitcoin Pizza Day, when programmer Laszlo Hanieks traded 10,000 BTC for 2 Papa John's pizzas, a seemingly trivial exchange worth about $40 at the time, but one that symbolized Bitcoin's transition from abstract code to real-world value, evoking laughter and regret in equal measure as those coins would later be worth hundreds of millions. A dramatic reminder of the volatility and opportunity that defined this nascent asset. As adoption crept forward, Bitcoin's price began its roller coaster ascent, surging to $1 in February 2011 amid growing media buzz, only to crash amid hacks and skepticism. But the true drama unfolded in 2013, when it rocketed from $13 to over $1,000, fueled by Cypriot bank bail-ins that seized depositors' funds, driving fearful Europeans to Bitcoin as a safe haven. Their desperation palpable in forum posts pleading for alternatives to failing banks. Yet glory was short-lived, as the MT. Gox Exchange, handling 70% of transactions, collapsed in February 2014 after a massive hack stole 850,000 BTC, worth billions today, leaving investors in ruins, tears streaming down faces at conferences where dreams turned to dust, and regulators circling like vultures, decrying Bitcoin as a tool for criminals. Enter the dark underbelly, the Silk Road Marketplace, launched in 2011 by Ross Ulbricht under the pseudonym Dread Pirate Roberts, where Bitcoin enabled anonymous trades in illicit goods, from drugs to weapons, painting the cryptocurrency as a villain in the eyes of authorities, culminating in Ulbricht's 2013 arrest and life sentence, a courtroom drama rife with moral ambiguity, as supporters hailed him a free market hero while prosecutors branded him a digital kingpin. But from these ashes rose resilience, with Bitcoins having events, programmed reductions in mining rewards every 4 years, acting as catalysts for bull markets, the first in 2012 propelling it forward. And amid this turbulence, altcoins began to emerge, challengers to Bitcoin's throne, starting with Litecoin in October 2011, created by Charlie Lee as silver to Bitcoin's gold, faster and lighter, appealing to those frustrated by Bitcoin's scalability issues. Their excitement bubbling in online communities, where debates raged like intellectual gladiatorial combats. Then came Ripple in 2012, aiming to revolutionize cross-border payments, its XRP token stirring controversy with centralized elements that clashed with crypto's decentralized ethos, yet attracting banks and igniting hopes of mainstream integration. The real game-changer arrived in July 2015 with Ethereum, brainchild of the brilliant yet enigmatic Vitalik Buterin, a 19-year-old prodigy whose whitepaper envisioned a world computer for smart contracts and decentralized applications, evoking the emotion of boundless possibility. As developers flocked to build on its platform, their late-night coding sessions fueled by dreams of a programmable future. Ethereum's launch marked the dawn of altcoin diversity, with thousands following, each promising innovations, from privacy coins like Monero to stablecoins like Tether, creating an ecosystem teeming with life, where fortunes were made overnight and lost just as swiftly. The 2017 bull run was a cinematic spectacle, Bitcoin soaring to nearly $20,000 amid ICO mania, where projects raised billions on Ethereum with white papers alone. Stories of taxi drivers quitting jobs to trade, families mortgaging homes, the euphoria electric, only to crash in 2018 to $3,200. A brutal crypto winter that tested souls, with suicides reported among ruined investors. The emotional toll as devastating as the financial. Yet survivors emerged stronger, institutions dipping toes, like J.P. Morgan's Jamie Dimon retracting his fraud label. The 2020 having coincided with the COVID-19 pandemic, governments printing money like confetti, inflation fears driving adoption, Bitcoin climbing to $69,000 in November 2021, altcoins exploding, Ethereum to $4,800, Solana's meteoric rise from pennies to hundreds, DeFi protocols locking billions, NFTs captivating artists and celebrities. From Beeple's $69 million sale to NBA Top Shot mania, the joy of creators finally monetizing digitally, contrasted by scams and rug pulls that left naive investors heartbroken. But hubris invited downfall, the 2022 bear market a tragedy of epic proportions, starting with Terra Luna's May collapse, Do Kwon's stablecoin empire crumbling overnight, wiping $40 billion, his arrogant tweets turning to pleas as he fled authorities, evoking Shakespearean downfall. Then FTX's November implosion, Sam Bankman-Fried's fraudulent house of cards exposed, $8 billion in customer funds vanished. His fall from billionaire philanthropist to convicted felon a cautionary tale of unchecked ambition. The crypto community reeling in betrayal, prices plummeting. Bitcoin to $15,000, altcoins decimated by 90%. Yet in this darkness, seeds of recovery sprouted. With BlackRock and Fidelity filing for Bitcoin ETFs in 2023, signaling institutional embrace. January 2024 brought ETF approval, a watershed moment, inflows surging, Bitcoin having in April catalyzing a rally to $73,000 in March. Altcoins like Pepe and Dogwiffe Hat capturing meme frenzy. Emotional highs of retail traders turning small bets into life-changing sums. 2024's volatility persisted. Regulatory battles with SEC's Gary Gensler labeling most token securities. Yet adoption grew. Countries like El Salvador holding Bitcoin as reserves. Companies like MicroStrategy amassing billions in BTC under Michael Saylor's zealous advocacy. His passion infectious in interviews where he proclaimed it digital property. Entering 2025, the market simmered, Bitcoin hitting $123,000 in July amid post-halving optimism. Altcoins like Ethereum pushing boundaries with upgrades like Denkun reducing fees. Solana battling congestion, but innovating with compressed NFTs. The ecosystem alive with AI integrations and Layer 2 solutions. Yet summer brought consolidation, prices dipping as macroeconomic fears, rising interest rates, geopolitical tensions, loomed, altcoins languishing in Bitcoin's shadow, dominance peaking, traders despondent in forums, questioning if the bull was over. But October 2025, dubbed Uptober for its historical 19.8% average gains, began with chop, Bitcoin slipping to $100,000 mid-month. Outflows from ETFs testing resolve, whispers of Voltober as volatility spiked. Yet data hinted at accumulation, whales scooping dips, on-chain metrics flashing bullish, realized price gradients turning positive, M2 money supply expanding globally. Then the breakout ignited around October 15. Bitcoin battling key levels at $108,000, surging to reclaim $111,000 by October 20. Technicals aligning with 200-day moving averages, resistance shattering like glass under pressure. The emotion electric on crypto Twitter, posts screaming Bitcoin breaking out, altcoins waking up. As Ethereum reclaimed $4,000, XRP and Solana rallying 20% in days, low-cap gems exploding 300x in whispers of alt season. Analysts like those at CoinDesk noted fading momentum turning to resurgence, institutional demand cooling then reheating, predictions varying, some warning of a 40% crash to $70,000, others eyeing $150,000, $200,000 by year-end, fueled by rate cuts, election cycles, and Ethereum's potential $5,000 breach. The drama unfolds with record liquidations, shorts squeezed in painful reckonings, long-term holders vindicated, their hodl mantra a testament to endurance. Altcoins once dismissed, awaken, Ethereum leading with ETF inflows despite $145 million drains, its smart contracts powering DeFi rebirth, tokens like Chainlink and Polkadot bridging worlds, memes like Pepe evoking 2021 nostalgia. Is Uptober back? The signs scream yes. Bitcoin's resilience against bearish forecasts, altcoin rotations signaling risk-on, community sentiment shifting from despair to euphoria, stories of everyday investors, like the developer who staked Ethereum in 2020 now reaping rewards, or the artist minting NFTs amid the rally, their joy palpable. Yet history warns of pitfalls, echoes of 2018's winter lingering, but in this cinematic saga, Bitcoin's breakout isn't just numbers. It's human triumph over adversity, an emotional tapestry of greed, fear, innovation, and hope. As October 2025 unfolds, altcoins stir like warriors rousing for battle, Uptober's flame flickering brighter, promising parabolic ascents, institutional floods, and perhaps the greatest wealth transfer yet. A reminder that in crypto's volatile theater, the underdog can become king, and revolutions are forged not in boardrooms, but in the unyielding spirit of those who dare to believe. Delving deeper into Satoshi's enigma, the pseudonymous creator vanished in 2011, leaving 1 million BTC untouched. A fortune now worth trillions, sparking endless speculation. Was it one person, a group, or even a time traveler? Their final message: I've moved on to other things. A dramatic exit stage left, fueling myths that add layers to Bitcoin's lore. Early adopters like the Winklevoss twins, who sued Mark Zuckerberg over Facebook only to pivot to crypto, amassing billions in BTC, their story a Hollywood-ready tale of revenge and redemption. The mining evolution from CPUs to ASICs, farms sprouting in Iceland's cold for cheap hydropower, environmental debates raging as energy consumption rivaled nations, activists protesting while miners defended it as cleaner than gold mining. Altcoins' proliferation brought diversity but dilution, with over 10,000 by 2025, each with tails, like Cardano's scientific approach under Charles Hoskinson, a Ethereum co-founder whose rift with Vitalik added personal drama, or Binance Coin's rise amid Changpeng Zhao's legal battles, his 2023 plea deal a plot twist in centralized exchange sagas. The 2021 boom's cultural impact, celebrities like Elon Musk tweeting Dogecoin to moons, his Dogefather SNL skit crashing prices yet immortalizing memes, emotional roller coasters for holders. NFT mania, where digital art sold for fortunes, Bored Apes Yacht Club creating millionaire communities, only for values to plummet, leaving buyers reflective on hype's fleeting nature. DeFi's promise of bankless finance, protocols like Uniswap enabling swaps without intermediaries, but hacks like Poly Network's $600 million theft in 2021, recovered via hackers, white hat turn, a thriller of negotiation and ethics. Regulatory wars, China's 2021 ban displacing miners to Kazakhstan and Texas. U.S. lawmakers from Elizabeth Warren decrying it as environmental disaster, to pro-crypto senators pushing bills, the tension building like a Cold War standoff. 2023's recovery, ordinals bringing NFTs to Bitcoin, sparking purist backlash but innovation. 2024's ETF launch, $10 billion inflows in weeks, Grayscale's conversion battles in court a legal drama. Into 2025, post-July highs, consolidation tested patience, but October's volatility, dipping to $93,000 support, rebounding on news of Fed cuts, mirrors past Uptobers like 2021's 40% gain. Altcoins waking, Ethereum's layer 2s like optimism scaling to millions of users, reducing fees from $50 to cents, empowering developers in emerging markets, their stories of bootstrapping startups' emotional undercurrents. Solana's comeback from 2022 outages, now handling 1,000 TPS, attracting games and memes. Predictions abound, changily forecasting BTC at $125K by October end, while bears like Glover warn of prolonged correction. X posts buzzing, from Coin Bureau's live streams to traders like Ash Crypto charting alt BTC breakouts, community pulse racing. Emotional peaks, like the single mother who invested $1,000 in 2020 now funding her child's education, or the veteran trader scarred by 2018, but hodling through. As Bitcoin breaks out, surpassing moving averages, altcoins like Litecoin and Ripple follow, Uptober's potential resurgence a climax in this ongoing epic, where history isn't past but prologue to greater heights, the drama unending, the stakes eternal, and the human spirit at its core unbreakable.